Ready, everyone, for podcast.
It's time for to do podcast.
Yeah. Welcome back to Got a Problem, Mate, a very special edition when it's just the lads.
Oh, hey, and if you're just listening in, you won't have seen me doing some really good blinking at the beginning there. Hello.
Oh, yeah?
My name's Joey Page. I'm one of the cohorts.
Hello, I'm Bilal Zafar. I'm the cohort.
What's
cohort?
Isn't that just a different way of saying co-host?
Is it?
I don't know.
What were you going to say just
I was saying we're really good friends, but sometimes we don't act like it.
No.
That was my new strapline for this.
Okay.
Bilal Zafar and Joey Page.
Is it because you have to give away everything, innit? You have to give stuff away now on reels and stuff. You've got to just simplify.
Oh, right.
So you got to say we are actually joking.
Yeah, we're actually friends.
But
also, welcome to the last great long form thing that people enjoy. Podcasting.
That's true. Films are gone.
Are they? They're all
Probably.
AI now, aren't they?
They're all AI now. They're not.
Yeah. We're actually about to do a deal where we get replaced by AI.
It'd probably be better. Be more consistent.
No, I think I'm consistently an asshole.
That's funny.
Yeah. Thank you.
What have you been up to?
Should we say because people listening might not know. People watching can see by the way it's formatted.
Yeah.
And if you are only listening, we would encourage you to go over to the YouTube, which is now the most popular platform for enjoying a podcast.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Probably. It makes sense.
Because you can watch us. It's like a TV show.
I like YouTube.
TV show in a studio that I was saying just before we come on air. I reckon someone has definitely had sex in this studio.
Why do you think definitely?
Because it was me.
Oh, right,
No.
Because it's a sexy place.
No, but just like it's a sort of like dark little enclave of this venue, and I reckon at some point somebody's guessed the code to the door and come in here and not been able to keep their hands off their date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got on the table here. They did a romp about.
Oh no.
No? Have you never just like
no? Listen,
a fit of passion?
This isn't what this podcast.
Not even in the
is.
kitchen.
No,
not
listen.
even...
This isn't what this podcast is. All
Yeah?
right. No, you can't. We can't talk about. Did you do it in the kitchen?
Move the dirty plates out of the way.
Sit on the dirty plates.
I bet you're the kind of person that's only ever done it in a bed.
I'm not. I'm not gonna give you any information.
You're not giving me any
or the
information.
listeners.
We do it on the Patreon next.
Yeah, I'll do it on the Patreon.
Yeah. No pre-show today because it's just me and Bilal. The point I was trying to make was if you're just listening, it's just me and BZ.
Yes.
Because that's how we like to do it now. Because quite often we've had all our favourite people on.
These guests suck.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
What percentage do you think are rubbish?
12.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say 30.
No. Was you going to say 30?
Yeah, 30%.
Yeah, okay.
I am joking.
I'm not joking about the 12.
But it is a bit hard when the episode depends on the tone of the guest and whether they get what we're doing.
Yeah.
Whether they
get that we're sponsored by this kettle this week.
Yeah, day woo for your woo needs. Stop. This is a short message interrupting the broadcast.
Yeah. We want you to sign up to the Patreon, so we've stopped you having any fun until you do so. But also, please, we need help.
Please sign up to our Patreon for extra bonus content, things we can't say on here. And imagine how bad that is considering some of the things we do say on here.
Yeah, especially me. And also, if you haven't got any money, then please just click the subscribe button.
That's free.
And also rate us on iTunes and Spotify.
That's free.
Salute.
My kettle broke.
The kettle broke.
It's like glass. It's like a fancy one.
Oh, well, that serves you right. Why did you get that? Too much John Lewis vouchers for your wedding?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It looked good.
You can't get rid of this. You can't sell. You can't buy enough stuff from John Lewis because, right, John Lewis vouchers is a racket, right? Because you get a £50 voucher.
Yeah.
But
it's expensive, isn't it?
The cheapest thing in there is probably £30.
We got...
Right, so let me finish.
Yeah, sorry.
So minimum, you've got to spend £10 of your own money because you're getting something for £30 and then there's £20 left that you can't spend in John Lewis. You can't spend £20 in John Lewis. It's like a look into the future when... It's like the Zimbabwean currency when it all went bandy and like everything was worth so much that it was worthless.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Say that, yeah.
Yeah. That's what John Lewis is like.
We got, I've said this before, but we got like really good pillows.
Yeah, you don't need it
Which
though.
were like
There's
50
things you
quid
don't
each.
need.
No, they're good. They're good for your posture.
You've got terrible posture.
Yeah, I know.
So they're not good for your posture.
No, they're not good for my posture.
Mm.
What you got on your notes there?
Oh no, this is just what I was gonna say was
You've scripted everything you're saying.
Yeah, every single thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I just wanted I wanted to I wasn't gonna do it now,
Okay.
but I'll do it when? Now?
It's up to you.
I just want to stop the show for a minute to say, look, I know you enjoy listening loads to the podcast and can only financially support a couple of podcasts in your life. Like I'm the same. There's only a couple that
the
I
rest
financially
is
support.
politics, I support.
Yeah. I've been supporting the rest is chicken. Right?
We should start that.
But if we as a podcast go to the next level, we are a podcast. Shut up! I'm trying to do a proper.
It was good.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do like a heartfelt plea.
Oh, sorry.
Right? You don't need to be giving money to big podcasts. We need your help here on this podcast. So if you're supporting one that's already successful, unsubscribe to them. Don't even unsubscribe, but unpatreon them, Patreon us. And if you haven't got any money, then subscribe on YouTube.
That's free.
Also, we're nearly on 100 5-star reviews on Spotify. So please go on there and give us 5 stars. And also iTunes, if that's even still a thing. Is it still a thing?
I don't know.
We'll do it anyway.
You got an iPhone?
Yeah, but I don't know.
iTunes?
I don't.
People used to buy
Isn't
songs
it
on
called
iTunes.
Apple Music? No.
Oh, that's their streaming one.
Also, something that really helps is if you can share the clips that we put out on Instagram. That's like even more useful than telling your friend from work.
In.
He does.
They're very good. The clips. The tattoo one was really well.
I know it's done. It's done great.
That's done well. Yeah,
it's done great. And actually, coming up, the tattoo clip from last week or whenever it was, that is a basis for something that's going to happen in today's show.
Oh,
because I've got a new feature today, and I'm going to reveal all a bit later on.
Okay.
But suffice to say, I've signed up as our collective mum on Mumsnet, and I've asked what the good people, mostly mums of Mumsnet, think about us starting a podcast and getting a tattoo like Ed Sheeran. So I've kind of pretended that me and you are like one person, and we're quite a bit younger because I don't think anyone would buy it otherwise. And I basically said like, my son's grown a mullet and is thinking about getting an Ed Sheeran tattoo and is thinking about starting a podcast. Can you help?
Okay. And how many replies have you had?
Like 91.
Bloody hell.
So we'll get to that later on in the podcast.
Fantastic. Well done on your feature. Me and Joey did a gig together the other day.
Oh yeah, we did.
You were really good.
So are you.
What I like about
really
your
funny.
stuff is the pace of it. It's
yeah?
like you've got so much in there, which is great. Because I work a lot slower.
Yeah.
You're like bang, 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 bang. I know you were doing a shorter set, so maybe you
trying to cram it in.
You'd crammed a bit, but it worked. It was like hit you with another thing.
Yeah.
And then like half of it didn't work, but then it was fine because then
what do you mean
doing
half of it didn't
about
work?
50% didn't work. We all said that in the green room. Excuse me.
Who's you talking to? In the glean room?
In the glean room, the guy running the gig, random lady that was there, woman that works in the pub. They all said it didn't. They all said about 50% of that didn't work, right?
Yeah.
I went, about
You're
50.
just sore because I slagged you off on stage.
I really enjoyed that.
What happened was, I did and this is, if you're new to this podcast, we're not always showing off like this, but I did a really good bit.
Yeah.
Right? That I'm really happy with, a new bit. And it went so well that I then knew that my next new bit wasn't going to go as well. So I said, look, I'm going to do a less good bit now because I need to bring the energy in the room down a bit because the next guy, the headliner, he's going to struggle because he is not good.
It was really funny. And you should just always say that.
I know, but...
when you not even met the person. You said it twice. Yeah, it was really funny. And then you'd left. You'd gone to the green room, try and snog someone, I think. And then I was... I did my first bit.
You text my girlfriend.
I said, I did, yeah. We went to the fun fair and we both got face paint candy floss.
You and my girlfriend?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
Well, what is true is...
She said she was at work.
What is true is I made your girlfriend...
Wife.
Wash my underwear.
not your underwear.
Yeah.
Joey
a
did.
vest is underwear.
Wait. One thing at a time.
Okay,
right?
yeah, we'll get to
Firstly,
that. We're
the
racing
gig.
ahead.
Well, I want to
finish the
ask
gig.
you, right?
I want to talk about you doing the gig as well.
Okay, So basically, I'm changing what I do, sort of. I think I
Finally.
did a work in progress show.
You're doing gigs for kids now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, we'll talk about that as well. I did, but that's separate. I did a work in progress show where the audience were very, very tough. So then what I did was, after each bit, I'd say, "Do you get it?"
Yeah,
which
really
was
funny.
which was really funny. And I kept sort of, before a callback or anything, I'd say, "Remember this bit for later."
Yeah.
Right. So you're kind of deconstructing it sort of in a funny way. And I've realized, I was doing it a bit last night, and I was like, it is really funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm doing good stuff anyway.
At one point, you also said how much you got paid.
Yeah,
It's quite funny.
I love doing stuff like that. So I think I'm going to do that more. Right.
Yeah. I
Be
think you could
more-
really
be a
break
bit
that
more
down,
weird.
by the way. Like,
Yeah.
you could really be like, oh, I'm getting paid £200 for, 20 minutes work, which sounds great. But then the train ticket cost this, and I had to get a McDonald's, and I had to pay my agent. And so
Yeah.
it took me 4 hours to get here. So
I wasn't
could
talking
really-
about the gig I was doing.
no,
It was
I
the
know,
one
but
the
I'm
next-
saying
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that's how you should do it.
Yeah, that is funny. I do think revealing stuff like that is good. I think talking about how much you get paid for a thing is just really funny.
Yeah.
Because everyone's so sort of in character as a comedian, but then to break out of it, and you're just a guy,
Yeah.
is good. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I loved you. I loved your set.
Our friend Trevor Locke once described
yeah.
stand-up as it's the weirdest job in the world because a man you've never met tells you to come to a place, and then when you get there, if you do the thing that he's booked you for, he'll give you an envelope full of money,
Yeah.
and then you'll never see him again.
Yeah.
Except now it's all backs. Tax
all
man, it's backs.
but I
Tax
don't know,
backs.
I've been getting paid cash a couple of times.
Have you?
Here and
Are you
there.
declaring that?
Yeah.
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 Did you want to declare it right now here on
All
the
right.
podcast?
£150 was given in envelope form, and I would like the IRS to know wholeheartedly that they can have it.
You're a mug.
I'm not mug.
You're a mug. I did a gig, and the guy didn't pay me, but he gave me £150 because he hasn't seen me since my birthday.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. They just wanted to say well done.
Yeah, they wanted to say, oh, belated happy birthday, get yourself something nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that how one of the promoters is just giving out loads of cash?
And I
for
spent it all
birthdays?
on vodka.
Oh.
£150 worth of vodka is good, though, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how much is a bottle.
You do know. You just pretend you don't.
No, I honestly don't know.
Bilal pretends that he's a good Muslim boy, but he actually...
But I don't know that.
He's drunk now.
Well, yeah, but don't this.
That.
You mean this?
Yeah, the clear stuff.
Yeah.
The absinthe.
What is a bottle?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you
I would
did.
say these days, I bet Kays knows. Kays, how much would you say is like a good sized bottle of vodka these days?
Cost.
Oh man, I don't know. Vodka, I very that like the plague. Don't even ask me, brother.
Oh.
What are you drinking?
Love me some spice rum. love me
Spice
some
rum. Okay, how much?
Wellington.
What last time I bought like a whole bottle of spice rum, it was about 15 quid. Is it still about 15? 18 quid?
If you go to the off license, it's like £17.99.
17.99 if you go to the write-off license.
Okay.
If you go to the wrong one, like John Lewis, it's £45. Yeah.
That's sad. Spending all your wedding vouchers on
On
spiced rum.
That's
All
what I
of it.
did.
With a big trolley. I've been gigging loads.
Yeah.
What's
Big
been
boy,
good
is it?
yeah, it's nice to be back at
All
it.
for kids?
No, I did one gig for kids, and I'm doing more.
Yeah.
I've been booked for.
I
so
don't
that-
think that's something to cheer about.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
It's fantastic.
No.
You'd be great at it. I, know
I
you
don't
say
want
you
to
did
do it.
once.
No, it's not even about that. It's street cred, man.
I don't think it's a bad thing. People look at you like, oh, you can do it all.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
Because
it.
you have to be
all.
good to do it.
No.
Yeah. I did. Because basically everyone said you could just do crowd work with them. They love it. And I thought, no, I want to write a set for kids.
Mm.
And they loved it. I'll tell you the cutest thing, right? Even you
See,
will
I
find
don't
this
even want to
cute.
hear cute and comedy in the
Even
same
he's going to
sentence.
find this cute. Right, watch this. When I asked the audience of 6 to 10-year-olds the question, I thought they'd all shout out. They didn't. They all put their hands up. He's trying not to smile.
I'm not even. No,
He
that's
loves
very
it.
obvious.
It's adorable.
It's very
It's
obvious
adorable.
to me. That that's what would happen.
I like when you talked about. We have a podcast clip where you say that if you're like over the age of 40 or something and you have a girlfriend, you shouldn't say girlfriend because you sound like a pedo. You should say partner. And someone was clearly offended, and someone commented about you and said someone should check his hard drive.
Was that you? Because that's one of
No,
your responses.
But it's such a funny. I think that's a funny thing people say to each other.
I don't own a hard drive.
Well, I think there's one in there.
Nope. This is a prop. This isn't even on.
I'm gonna do more comedy for kids shows if you have kids.
So what material did you write for kids?
I did a thing.
Isn't it funny when your head gets all big?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
you could do that. You could do it.
I don't want to. I can't tell you enough how much I don't want to fucking do it.
It's all right.
How much?
And it's in the afternoon.
How much money did you get for your birthday?
For my birthday?
Yeah, from the man
For my birthday.
in the card.
Do two 15-minute spots. Get about enough for £18 divided by. What's 300 divided by 18?
You got £300
Well, yeah,
for 30 minutes worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
For your
It's easy.
birthday.
For my birthday.
Yeah. To
And
buy a
it's-
nice jumper.
And it's in the afternoon. So the one I'm doing next.
Oh, I'm drunk in the afternoons.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. The one I'm doing next, I'm doing that, and then I'm off to Bristol to do a gig in the evening.
Mm,
That's great. That's great birthday money that day.
that's great birthday.
Yeah, on a Sunday. Come on,
Yeah, I mean, you could also say it was for your wedding.
for my wedding
Yeah.
money. That's
Yeah.
great wedding money
Yeah.
for the Sunday.
Or your uncle's giving you some money because you've got to get dental work done.
If you ran a gig, you'd pay in John Lewis vouchers, wouldn't you? You scumbag.
No, it would all be like coupons, money
For
off,
what?
like money off at
coupons.
Subway, 50p off a sub.
It's rubbish, Subway.
Oh,
It
right.
is.
Right. We
It's always
desperately,
underwhelming.
right, I'm going to be honest. We are at a position with this podcast where we do need to grow our listenership,
Right.
right? To get to the next level.
Of sponsorship, is that what
Right?
you know?
No. But woe betide anybody out there that eats Subway and enjoys it. If you do,
okay.
I want you to unsubscribe immediately. I do not want you anywhere near this podcast.
It's always underwhelming, man. You go in and
It
you're
smells
like, it will
good.
be fine.
But the texture's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like eating a prosthetic limb that's been put in the microwave.
But also the problem is that it's like everything is too expensive now. So like you can't be spending £10 in Subway.
No.
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 And you got to have a foot long.
No, you haven't. See,
You
that's
got
where
to
you're
have
going
a
wrong.
foot long.
If our personal trainer finds out you're having a foot long,
I'm not. No. James.
he's gonna
Turn this
he'll
episode
bog wash
off.
you.
What?
You're like a school bully. He'll come around your house and bog wash you.
He could batter both of us.
Mm.
He's
He's a muscly lad.
he
I mean, if you
threatened
saw
us
that
both.
episode of the podcast,
Yeah.
he seemed nice on camera.
He picked us both up by the throat at the same time.
He turned this kettle on and held my face over the steam as it came out until I promised to stop drinking beer.
I didn't think he was going to do
That's
that.
James Ronan,
Personal trainer.
personal trainer. online.
Obviously, he's very nice. We should say, just in case he.
No,
loses
can I
work.
say something about James Ronan?
Oh no.
I'm going to go on record here. James Ronan is too nice.
Do you think?
Yeah. And if you're interested in getting a too nice personal trainer, it's James Ronan __
He wouldn't. Nah,
on
I don't think.
Instagram.
If he was actually a personal trainer in the gym, he's gonna push.
I'm not going near a stinking gym, man.
I love.
I don't wanna
gyms.
be
I
Liver
much
King.
I prefer gyms to these home workouts.
Can
we
I
do.
just say though, right? And I think it's
Liver
worth.
King.
I think it's worth. Have we got a voice note from James?
I don't think it's come through yet. Go on.
No, from
The
that
last one.
Yeah.
That he sent.
Okay. While you find that, first of all, if you're watching, normally we only really talk about this workout stuff on the pre-show, and there will be another update next week on the pre-show. There is no pre-show when we do a solo episode because this basically is what the pre-show is. But if you want to get exclusive access to the pre-show episodes when we have guests on, then please join the Patreon. Indeed. It's less than, shut up. It's less than a pastas de nastas.
What's that?
Pasta, them custard
Pastel de
tarts.
nata.
Yeah, a month.
Pastas de
Yeah.
nastas.
But normally I save this for the thing, but I'm getting jacked over here, guys.
Look at this tan.
No, that's not bad.
Look at this tan. Unbelievable.
You're
right?
so hairy.
Not
That's
that
Jimmy.
hairy.
No, compared to me, like, I'm a hairless. But look at these. Look.
That's good.
Do you think that's all right?
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah. Show me your belly now.
Feel that?
Show-
I'll show you my belly. It's not going as great because I'm still drinking beer. It's getting there.
We're demonetized now.
Are we?
Yeah, that's
What? Because I slapped
pornographic.
my little belly.
This is the voice note that our personal trainer James Renner sent me. I'm going to play it in 2 times speed.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think play it in half speed. Come on,
Sorry,
Grandad.
why
Come on,
is it-
Grandad. You're supposed to be the tech whiz here.
No, I know.
Mr. Twitch.
Why is it not playing loud enough?
We can drop it in. Are you
Why
connected
is
to your
it so-
headphones?
No. Oh, there you go.
I don't think twice the speed.
I've had a good review of your account, and you are
Start
absolutely
again.
crushing it, buddy. You are ticking off your workouts, you're hitting your nutrition. Hey Bilal, thank you so much for completing your check-in. I've had a good review of your account, and you are absolutely crushing it, buddy. You are ticking off your workouts, you're hitting your nutrition targets. Everything's going super, super smoothly. And unfortunately, you are just literally a few points behind Joey in the challenge, but I'm confident that next week you'll just crush him with your workouts and your consistency.
Crush
There's
me?
a massive points difference between you both. Nothing other than to say from me, for feedback-wise, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Keep hitting your nutrition targets. You're getting plenty of gold bars, which means you're bang on your targets for protein, fats, and carbs, and you're well under on your targets for your total calories. So you should.
I don't get gold bars.
And you should start to see some benefits from the workouts with improved fitness, strength, and conditioning. So keep up the good work, buddy. Super happy with everything. Well done.
Oh.
He talks fast.
Is he sucking up to you?
Yeah.
Do you think that you can get him some free tickets for Comedy Club for Kids? Wait, did he send one to me?
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Oh.
It's in your.
Oh,
Do you want to
right.
play it?
I'll find it.
Can you play it in 2 times
so
speed?
can you
please?
talk about your journey
What do you mean?
on the fitness?
Oh.
Not
You
like
meant how did you get here?
no, not
today?
how
I
did you get
thought,
into the
oh,
UK?
dearie me. To the UK. Yeah, it's been all right. It's the hardest bit is so like for the last week I've been doing my day job I do at the moment, the teaching thing, and then which only finishes at like 3, but then I've had gigs in the evening, so like I get home and then I'm out again at like 6. And it's been and then sometime like last night I got in after midnight, and it has been exhausting. I've not done workouts for like 4 days.
Have you ever got up before 8 a.m.
Yeah.
in your life? Do that.
No, I'm not. What, after a gig? Shut
No,
up.
get up.
Shut up.
Get up.
Someone should check your hard drive.
I'm very tired today because I did 3 gigs last night.
That's too many.
Yeah, they're all in the same venue, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, how was it? Bad?
Well, it was. Thanks for asking. It was my big TV break last night.
Oh yeah, did you get it?
No, I don't know.
Probably not.
It's too
right?
early to tell.
What do you think though? Did they leave halfway through? Because then that's bad.
So basically, can I say what it's for?
That's totally up to you.
I don't think anyone cares. Look, there's a process.
I like openness.
Let me tell you. What is it similar to? In like the world of sport, or like I guess it's like
Oh, good question.
like when they're like trying to find like a presidential candidate or whatever, like things get whittled down, right? But first they have to see who's out there, yeah. And
Okay.
they're seeing who's out there stage of this, yeah. It's like I'm right. Let's put it in the Tottenham terms, who I'm going to talk about later, right? Because they're in the final of the love them in the final of the can't wait, and. It's like I've been in the league phase of the Europa League, and I've won the first leg of the semi-final, but there's a second leg, and then crucially a final still to come.
Right.
Right. The only stand-up comedy show where people do stand-up on TV. One of the like assistant producer guys from that
Yeah.
came to see me last night,
Yeah.
and I did Top Secret Comedy Club in Covent Garden,
London.
which is, sorry for being so London centric,
In
right?
London.
In London, but it is in London, and I live in London, and it is the best. Anyway, they came to see me, and I did. There's a chance to do like 3 gigs in a night there sometimes if they book you in the right slots. And I opened one, and I think I was not very good because I was nervous. But it got the nerves out. Also, the fire alarm went off while I was on stage. And I was like, do I now add on the time at the end? Because it's all time because I've got to get to the other venue, or do I cut my set short? I didn't really know what I was doing. But anyway, and then I was walking from one venue to the other, having not particularly covered myself in glory at the first gig. And I was like, I'm doing this to myself. Like, I've asked the club to make special arrangements to allow me to do a longer set than everybody else is doing on that night. So I'm already like putting a strain on my relationship with a very popular club. And then, like, my agent has done a really good job to get this guy down to come and see me, when obviously everybody wants to be seen by them because everyone wants to be on this program. And I'm like, maybe it's self-sabotage. You know what I mean? Maybe I actually don't want this to go well, because if this goes badly, I've got no chance of getting on that program. I then don't ever really play at one of my favorite clubs again, which gives me a lot of work. Maybe I'm putting myself out of my own misery, and if this goes badly tonight, I can quit.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
right.
I was having that as I was walking over.
Bloody
And I turned up at
hell.
the other venue,
Yeah.
and it was like Tottenham in the league versus Tottenham in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Just absolutely smashed it. And I chatted to the guy afterwards, and he said, "Wow, man, 3 rounds of applause. That's really great." And I said, "Yeah, but when your boss came in somewhere last year, and I got 4 rounds of applause, and I didn't even get booked for the program." So
That's a funny thing to say.
yeah, do you think my attitude might be the reason why I'm not?
No, I don't think it actually
No.
is.
No. Last year I got told I was too much like. It said the hipster thing has been done.
The Jimmy Bullard thing's been done.
I was like, mate, this is my actual life.
But it's okay. I don't know what they mean.
I don't know what they mean, but I guess they got to say something. They can't say that was rubbish.
Well,
They can't say that wasn't good enough. So they got to give me a reason.
It's not even about rubbish, though.
But then also, it's like, when you get like a bad review and you like fixate on that one line in it. Like, that's what so I've got to just like forget that he said that, because he won't even remember he said that as a reason if he comes again in the second leg of the semi-final.
Right. And
But
so
I've taken a big lead into the second leg.
You think you have?
Yeah.
But you don't know. It's like it's like boxing, isn't it?
Oh,
You don't know
yeah,
what
the
judges
points.
are
Yeah.
scoring.
But the judges told me that I did well.
You're like Tyson Fury.
But
You
the
get
judge
back
told me I
up.
did well.
Yeah.
So
They shouldn't do that. That's corruption, I think.
but
well,
I
good
also
luck.
gave him a birthday present.
What do you?
£250 in a card.
Yeah,
It's got a bribe. Right.
Well,
do you
good
wanna-
luck. We all hope
so,
you get it.
Unfortunately, and this is where I'm really falling down this fitness challenge, afterwards, because there was a lot of pressure, and I really felt the pressure last night. Maybe because I'm maybe it's like I'm an old gunslinger and this is my last chance saloon. Yeah. Not going to get too many more fights at the big time. Not going to get too many more world title fights at my age, right?
Yeah.
Having not previously won any titles. So I did have 2 beers afterwards last night, and I said I'm not drinking. And then I looked at my calendar, and something else we've got to talk about, a problem from the podcast recently.
Yeah.
The Europa League, Tyler, the Creator, diary clash. Turns out I'm going to be drinking quite a lot before the end of this process.
Okay.
Because then, if Tottenham win the Europa League, then there's the open top bus parade.
Yeah, and
Get
you
drunk
wanna
at
climb
that.
up the side of the bus.
I'm gonna climb up a lamppost and bare my butt cheeks with the words "Big Ange" on them.
If you were on death row and you could choose how you died for good behaviour, it would be getting hit by the Tottenham bus celebrating.
If I could choose, if I was on death row and I got to choose how I'd die,
Yeah.
I would like combine it with the last meal. I'll just eat myself to death. Just keep bringing me food. Right, let's listen to my.
Oh yes, are you going to
haven't
play it on
listened to
double
it.
speed?
Playing it on 1.5s because
Oh.
I don't think anybody could hear.
They got it.
Joey. Thanks for checking in, chap. I've had a good look through your account and reviewed everything. Much to my surprise, you've managed to get to the top of the monthly challenge.
Fuck off!
I don't know how you've done it, but you've snuck past him. Well, actually, I probably do know how you've done it, because you got me to put in an old workout so you could get more PBs. But obviously, I won't tell Bilal that. Keep that between me and you. But anyway, just had a good look through everything else. You're getting in some decent workouts, so the workouts are paying off now, so you're getting super consistent with those. And obviously, they're working with your schedule. So you've crushed 11 workouts in total, and you've managed to squeeze in 6 cardio sessions, which is a mix of running and some of the soccer that you like to play on a weekly basis.
It's not called soccer, mate. Fuck off.
The nutrition has improved. It was a little bit all over the place at the beginning, as we discussed on one of our previous calls. You were struggling to hit your protein target, and I think, in fact, my 4-year-old son was probably eating more protein than you. Since we've started supplementing the whey protein,
How big is his 4-year-old son?
now hitting your protein target regularly. I think the only thing we now need to look at is how we can keep you under your calorie target more consistently, because it seems to jump up and down a little bit. But other than that, I think you're making great progress, and I look forward to our next check-in and Bilal beating you in the challenge. Oh, sorry. Anyway, hopefully have a great rest of the day and weekend.
Why does he like you more than me?
I think a lot of people do.
Let's get.
What do you mean? Why?
Okay, why do you think people like you more than me?
I don't think it's they like me more. I think it's you're more bantery.
Some people don't like that.
No, it's
Some people
just,
can't say
no,
that.
they're doing banter at you. That's the real answer. I could have done a joke answer, but I think that's what it is because I'm more like come across nicer. But then that's the format of that's why
That's
I think
why
a
this
podcast
works. That's why it works.
That's why it works.
Yeah.
And then occasionally if
But,
I say something
all right,
nasty,
let's get this straight. He approached me about this.
Yeah.
I then approached you,
But you know
and
what
now
happened?
he doesn't like me.
You know what happened? He's a big Channel 5 fan.
Oh,
He saw Best British Ads and he went, "Oof, there's a star."
and he doesn't agree with gambling, so he doesn't like me being on the Mecca Bingo adverts.
He hates that, yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, he doesn't like me being dressed as Cleopatra's servants.
Is that what you?
Yeah. Doesn't
got
like
any
me being
more?
dressed as an Egyptian despite being from Bexley Heath.
I need to tell you something, right?
Oh, you better get on
I'm
with it.
doing literally when I was trying to listen to that message, I got a message. I'm tonight doing the PTA gig for my old school, Wanstead High School.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I got a message. So basically, loads
Saying,
of
can you bring your old uniform?
no. Can you return a library book? I got so I've noticed I did a reel about it on the socials, and I realised it's getting liked by old teachers.
Is
and
this secondary
students.
school?
Yeah.
Right, let's chat about this.
I got a message from a girl that was in my class,
Right, this
in my
is what I
form
wanna chat
group,
to you about.
Vicky, right?
Sticky
Who
Vicky?
said I'm coming tonight,
Yeah.
and
Let's see her?
I've literally not seen her. No,
Let's have a look.
I've not seen her since.
Why can't I have a look? I wanna know her.
I'm looking.
Oh.
I've not seen her since.
Not in a creepy way. I just like to know who I'm
It is
dealing
a
with.
creepy way. The way, whenever you say "let's have a look," that's what that means.
No, it isn't. I just like to know who I'm
But
dealing
don't
with.
read out her full name. Or
No, I
whatever.
won't. Vicky. Right.
On the right.
Right. Okay.
I just remembered there was one time when there was a girl in our class she didn't like, and it was like quiet in the room,
Hello, Vicky.
and she went and she said about the other girl, she's putting all this makeup on, but she ain't getting any prettier. And everyone went, "Ooh."
She said that.
Yeah.
Oh, they said that about
No,
her.
she said that about the girl. And there was another time a teacher called her Victoria, and she went, "It's Vicky, get it right." She got sent out.
And she's coming.
Or she might have said, "Get your facts straight."
Right.
She's coming. That's the sort of school I went to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at school, what kind of a kid was you? Was you like you are now, an absolute fucking nerd?
I wasn't a nerd.
No,
I
okay.
didn't do any work.
Right. Oh, what was you doing? Being naughty?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk through your GCSE. I want to go through your curriculum vitae.
Okay.
No,
my
record
vibe.
of achievement. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Okay.
Right. How many A's did you get?
Oh, none.
None.
Yeah.
Oh, even I got one.
No, I didn't get any.
It's for drama, though.
I got all B's and C's.
You got all B's and C's.
I might have got a D in something. I
Right.
can't really remember.
Right. And where did you normally, if you had a choice
Yeah.
in the class, where did you sit?
Uh,
You at the back?
Not always at the back. Sort of middle, whatever.
And where was you in the social stuff? Like, did you bully anyone?
No, I didn't bully anyone.
Right.
I was funny. That's the thing.
Right.
Right. So
What happened?
that's good. That was my thing.
Right.
Is that I was funny. Right.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I was not that good at sport or whatever. I'd do it. I didn't do any work. Probably ADHD. Just like couldn't focus on anything. Always told I was underachieving.
Yeah. Right.
Always.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's talk about. I know you don't want to talk about this. Let's talk about girls. Did you have any girlfriends at school?
Not really.
What? None.
Well, not really.
What? The whole school?
The
Oh,
whole
just
school?
like your whole school career.
Sort of. I don't really want
ZB,
ZB.
Zero Birds.
That's my DZ. That's very good.
Hang on.
Yep.
I haven't finished. Did you do any snogging?
I'm not talking about.
Why are you not talking about
It's
it?
just weird.
Did you not kiss any girls at school?
I'm not doing. We never do this. Sort
I
of
kissed a
thing.
girl. I kissed a girl
Oh,
called
this
Claire
is what he
Lloyd
wants to talk about.
before school a couple of mornings,
Yeah.
and then her boyfriend found out, and as he went past me on Bexley Broadway, he said, "You're going to end up in a fucking box." I think he meant coffin, and then it scared me, and then I didn't really see her after that.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but I had loads of girlfriends, but it's not about me.
Did you meet them all in the smoking corner?
Right, so you must have had crushes though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I put it to you
What?
that Vicky Sanderson. That's not everyone.
That's not enough.
Vicky, did you fancy it?
Nah.
Be honest.
No.
Who did you fancy?
Oh, I don't
Like,
know.
if there's one there tonight that you'd be like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'll have an affair.
Yeah, who?
I actually can't. You know why? You see my tan lines? Can you see that?
Just keep your hand in your
Ring is
pants,
t-
and then
is
she won't.
tan.
Keep that hand in your pants. Not gonna say it.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird tonight.
Is there anyone that you would not want to see?
Not
Who's
really.
who's the
Not
worst
really.
person from your school that could be in the audience?
Nah, there was a boy, but he went to jail.
What for?
Oh, selling. I don't know what drug,
Uh,
but drug dealing.
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
At school.
he might have done. It was just like this horrible boy
Mm,
who'd like barge you randomly.
mm,
You know,
yeah.
always just like wanted to fight
Mm.
people. And I found out, yeah, he's in prison.
School dinners or packed lunches?
School dinners.
What did you have as a school? What was your like? I used to have.
Can't
Did
really
you used to have
remember.
spare? Oh no, you can't because of pork. Spare rib.
Well,
That's what I
no,
used to have.
no.
No,
I don't think we had that.
did you have?
We
That-
went at different times though. You went pre Jamie Oliver.
Yeah,
Change
yeah.
It all.
We had a like chicken Kiev thing, but instead of like garlic butter inside, you know what was in it?
No,
Baked beans. That's pretty good.
that's Bexley Heath.
That's
innit?
Bexley Heath.
That's
Baked bean Bexley
That's
Heath.
a Bexley Heath.
I was such
Kiev.
a baked bean boy
Yeah,
at school.
that's mad.
I loved a baked bean.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's very cheap to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Where is the gig? In the
In
school?
the
No,
school,
where?
man.
Where?
Wanstead, which is East
No,
London.
what? Like in the like gym
in the hall.
in the
main
hall where did assemblies?
Well, the guy, yeah, well, actually, it weren't. We had assemblies in the sports, but he said the guy booking it said it's the old dining hall, which I think is where I used to have lunch.
Mm.
There would have been assemblies and stuff there. So yeah, that's mad.
Maybe they'll give you like a lifetime achievement award.
They're not, man.
No.
They're not going to give me anything. Ronnie O'Sullivan went there. They don't even acknowledge him.
All right,
'Cause he
right.
wasn't a good student.
Who else went to your school?
Joe Cole's wife.
Right. Let's have a look at a picture.
A picture of Joe Cole's wife. I thought you wanted me to. Let's have a look. Did anyone go to yours?
Yeah. Delia Smith.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And Andy Townsend.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
not.
you? Are you on the Wikipedia
And Jimmy.
page? Oh,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's-
He kind of trumps you there.
He definitely trumps me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it though, for
Is it?
famous people.
Oh, we had Tony.
Oh, Liam
Robinson.
Ridgewell, who used to play for Aston Villa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played football against him at lunchtime sometimes. I didn't think he was going to become a player.
Was he no good?
Nothing special.
Really?
I mean, I was absolutely dreadful at school at football,
Okay.
but I've got way better now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since the fitness thing.
I'd like to do comedians football eventually. Build up my confidence, then I can.
But are you any good?
I think I'm probably okay, but I've not played for years.
Right, we'll come on a Sunday.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Are
right
you
then.
running yet? What are you doing for your cardio, by the way?
I've done some runs. But
What runs have you done? Talk to me about this.
Sort of 15-minute runs.
How far is that?
How far is that? A mile and a half or something? I don't know.
And you're
Can't-
logging
I'll
that as cardio. Eh?
Sometimes, but I am
Oh,
doing.
you
I'm
fucking
walking.
snake.
I'm doing like 2-hour walks, and that does count. So
That
don't
does
try
count.
it. When
you're doing
sometimes
personal
walk to my job.
bests,
Yeah.
Can we make a gentleman's agreement on this?
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
How when you're doing a personal best,
Yep.
how much are you upping it by?
Initially it was
Oh.
like
Oh, here we go.
20
Right.
sometimes.
Wow. Well,
sometimes
that's stupid.
10. At the least is 5.
Right. Okay.
But it depends how easy it is, isn't it? Some of them are easy.
What do you think's an easy exercise?
The one where you're like doing a press up position and then you do the shoulder taps.
Oh yeah, that's
is
easy.
really easy. You can smash your
You're not
personal
doing it
best
right.
every
You're not doing it
time.
right. You're not doing it right.
I'm doing it right.
No, you're not. Okay. So,
All right, everybody. I feel like we just got into a chat with each other there for a while.
no, it's
like
good.
it
That's what
wasn't-
people want.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. A little look inside our brains.
I'm nervous about this gig now a bit.
You should be.
Oh,
Do you think is if Vicky comes up to you and is like, Bilal, let's go in the podcast studio for a little.
go to Soho.
Yeah.
To the podcast studio.
You gonna go?
Oh, it's gonna be weird. Like literally. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
Sorry.
We've got 2 features to do on the podcast
Yes.
today.
Feature time, everyone. Keep it gappum and always remember that.
And if you are enjoying what we do, please do share a clip online, or even if you can spare it, subscribe to the Patreon.
Family WhatsApp group.
No, I just mean like share
Put
it
it
on
in there.
Instagram. We don't That's not gonna get us
No, because
views.
that you don't know. They could be their cousin. Could be a influencer.
Right. So, first things first. Someone got in touch and said that they really liked my shit list that I did the other week. So here's another one. I'm so fed up of 80s pop stars who've done like one song and get like mad royalties and are like rich. And I have to write so much material and I get like just a birthday card full of money.
Yeah, that is unfair.
That's really unfair. Or like comedians that had a divd back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do they get?
Oh, imagine like all the money that Eddie Izzard made off of DVDs.
This is the thing, right? So your acting work, have you done like a sitcom or whatever before? I know you've done adverts.
Yeah.
And
No,
that is good,
I was in Noel Fielding's Luxury Comedy, wasn't I? It was a bit part, but
did you
I'm a
get
writer.
paid any royalties? I don't know if it's royalties after.
Do you know how much I get a year?
How much?
Like £1.60.
Okay, interesting. I get paid. I did Catastrophe in like 2017, that sitcom, and I got like a tenner or something.
Yeah.
Recently, it's not. I don't think it's every year.
Yeah,
but
you can't get anything in John Lewis for that.
If we're getting that, right?
Yeah.
What are the stars
Well,
getting?
what's Mr. Bean getting?
What's Mr. Bean getting?
That's what I mean. He hasn't done anything for years.
No, he hasn't.
He did that B thing that was bad.
But that's why we've got to do a thing. You've got to have your own show that get. You know,
I know,
like
but
when you used to.
I put my stand-up special on YouTube and it gets like whatever million views it's going to get. I'll get about £1.
You'll get more than £1.
I know, but it's pointless, isn't it?
It's
compared to DVD. Listen, if say I put a thing on YouTube, right, and it gets 10,000 views.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
If 10,000 people bought that DVD for $12.99, even if I'm only getting a £5 of it, that's so much money.
I wonder what they do get off.
Not now, but back in the day, and that's what. So that's on my shit list.
Stuff's not fair.
Another thing, stuff's not fair. Another thing, I talk about this a lot, and I did a reel about it the other day on my own personal Instagram, joeypagecomedy. In fact, I'm so fed up with this Gen Z fashion. A guy in a pub served me. He was wearing like a dress shirt, like button-up shirt, a scarf, and a pair of pajama bottoms. Actual genuine pajama bottoms. Sort it out. Yeah. Okay. People that ride bikes at night with no lights and then get annoyed if you nearly run them over.
Yeah, fair.
Put a fucking light on your bike.
I think a lot of cyclists are a bit annoying. And I say that as someone who doesn't drive, by the way. So I'm not being like a anti-cyclist driver.
And I say
I'm a walker. And I say that
as someone who I didn't collect the details of 3 people that I mowed down this week in the dark. American Express have pissed me off. I'll come to that in a minute as the last point, right?
I don't know why you're saving that one.
No, because I have been trying to sort out this Tyler the Creator conundrum, and then a very good friend of this podcast, a listener, got in touch and said, I might be able to help you with this. My friend works at American Express. He put me in touch with his friend. His friend was absolutely super lovely. So shout out to James and Michael. Thank you so much.
Shout out to James and Michael. Thanks so much for helping the podcast.
Right. And then Michael said, it's not my department, but I will ask them. They're on a different floor. And said that they were so rude about it. I was like, why are you even asking us about this? So American Express, you can go fuck yourselves. Okay? They're on my shit list. And then finally, one of my favourite players of the season for football.
Okay, yeah.
Jed Spence.
Jed.
I went to the Crystal Palace game on Sunday, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We should have lost 5-0.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't.
3 VAR disallowed goals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
For Palace.
That might be a record.
Before their first one was given as well. Yeah. And Jed Spence, who's been a revelation at times this season, I listened to a Tottenham podcast that described him as, it looked like Jed Spence was playing a board game where the aim of the game was, how far can the left back be from the position he's supposed to be in at any given time on the pitch?
Right.
He was so bad.
I've heard about him.
At one point, he was at right back, stood next to Pedro Porro, the right back.
Yeah.
And nobody was at left back, and that's where the ball was going.
That's how I play football. That's how, like, when you used to play at school, that's how you'd play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like everyone's
Just
stuck front
chase
for
the
a
ball.
minute. Yeah. I've
And
heard
it's
that
like-
about him though.
But also, just I know they're in the final, and congratulations. But right, and it's everything's on. Tottenham win the Europa League. Tottenham win the Europa League. Everything's fine. They get in the Champions League. They finally won a trophy.
yeah,
But what nobody is getting
yeah,
is that if Tottenham win the Europa League,
yeah.
because we've lost 20 league games and counting, there's still 2 to go, by the way. People will go, yeah, but
Yeah.
you lost all them games, so it doesn't count for as much.
Nah, it does.
It doesn't.
No, this is the narrative people are going to do.
No, yeah, I know, but
People are going to say Tottenham had a better season than Arsenal.
But it's not.
That's what they say. That's the thing. Or if Man U win it, they'll say they had a better
Yeah, but
season.
if Tottenham win it, people will go, yeah, but you lost 20, 21, 22 games.
Yeah, but really, to be honest,
So it sullies it.
But how good? Like, no one talks about when you won that League Cup. No one talks about how you were in the season
Because we were fine.
because you sacked. No, you weren't. You sacked the guy who won it, Juan de Ramos. I remember.
Yeah, but I was talking about the first time when Alan Nielsen scored at injury
Okay.
time, header Bush.
Right, but the most recent one, no one talks
Tony
about
Cottee
like, oh
started
yeah,
crying.
they sacked the guy.
Yeah.
No one talks about Chelsea when they sack their whoever after they win
Mm.
the Champions League because they're awful,
Mm,
right? Di Matteo.
yeah.
No one cares. It's about the cup, which annoys me because obviously it's Arsenal haven't won anything.
Okay. Well, I feel differently. But anyway, so what on my shit list is
Sorry
the
about for the football chat. If you
that
don't like
80s
that.
pop stars, the Pajama Man, Bike No Lights, Jed Spence, American Express.
Very good.
No, which ones are
Oh, sorry.
legitimate?
Which one's a legitimate?
People
Sorry.
with like
Let's go through one by one.
okay, royalties people.
You can't really be annoyed about it. That's just how things are.
Pajama Man.
Right?
Pajama Pub
I
Man.
get your frustration, but ultimately it's not. Loads of people. wearing
Bike
annoying
No
things.
Lights.
Yeah, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
unsafe.
Jed Spence.
Yeah, that's. But I'd say that's very
So
annoying.
Tottenham in general.
Tottenham.
American Express.
It's not a big deal. That one really.
Oh.
You okay?
Well, no, because we've had this running problem on the show for me that I'm not going to be able to watch the game, so I've got to go and see Tyler Craig. I paid a lot of money for tickets.
Yeah.
And I think my boy Troy at O2 has come through for me. And
Okay.
I'm going to go on a different day, but it means I can't go with my girlfriend. Anyway,
That's all right. I'm free.
are you?
I'm free that night.
Nah. Okay, so let's move on.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
I think this has been a fantastic episode and well done. Do you want to do your
Yeah, the
feature?
Mumsnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just very quickly. So let's go for my. I went on Mumsnet. I came up with. I used my mum's name.
Came up with it.
Yeah. And basically, I tried to give a flavour of what this podcast is like if it was the fake mum's son, and see what. So, based on us going through Ed Sheeran and Pete Davidson's tattoos, I decided to write this. Hi everyone, my son is 22, and I've been noticing a lot of changes in his interests. My DH, because I had to do a bit of like what the language is. That's darling husband. My my DH and I were hoping he would go down the dependable, sensible route, but it seems he is keen on the arts. He's been talking about he's been talking about starting a podcast with his friends, and he stopped cutting his hair, and he's getting a ridiculous mullet to go alongside a wispy moustache, which looks so untidy. The other day, he tried to show me a video of Ed Sheeran where Ed Sheeran was showing off all his tattoos. I'm worried that the artistic life is a struggle and certainly don't want him getting a tattoo. He used to be such a sensible boy. Am I overreacting?
That's fantastic.
Okay. 97% of 1,645 voters said I was being unreasonable, 3% not.
Amazing. I didn't know it was a poll like that.
Then somebody said, unless he's turned to hard drugs, I wouldn't worry about it. And I put, I have caught him with skunk a couple of times.
Caught him with skunk.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Someone put, this is unfortunate. Skunk, though, is the least of your worries.
Is it?
It's avocados you need to remain vigilant to.
Oh, that's so lame.
Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of humour on here. The majority of sensible, highly successful career men, doctors, lawyers, finance roles, do cocaine. That's what someone's written.
Doctors do cocaine.
Apparently. That's why the handwriting's so bad.
I didn't. Never heard that before.
What else have we got here? You don't really catch 22-year-olds doing skunk. You become aware of that they're doing skunk. All sounds perfectly fine to me. But if he's stinking the house out, then you totally have the right to challenge that. I think she means with the skunk. He's a normal 22-year-old man. Leave him alone. Little do they know that I'm 41 nearly. I hope he's using vegan ink.
Very funny.
The next thing he'll be dropping out and training in mandolin making and growing organic rocket.
What's mandolin making?
You know, that's like a little violin.
Oh,
thing.
right. Okay.
The mandolin.
Yeah, very funny.
The majority of sensible lawyers, someone says that's nonsense that they do cocaine, but that's from a lawyer, I think. But most people are very supportive of the idea of us doing this podcast and being in the arts.
That's good. Yeah.
So
I should maybe make an account and
yeah,
also
you
submit
should.
some stuff.
Yeah. And on next week's episode, I'm going to ask if I should be worried about going to America to visit my family because of Trump. So we'll see what response we get to that.
Interesting. Yeah.
But there's so many on here.
It's just pages and pages of replies.
Sounds like he's finding himself or trying out new ideas. I bet a lot of parents would be happy if all they had to worry about was their child having a mullet or getting an Ed Sheeran tattoo. Mullets seeming, unfortunately. Even a few footballers are sporting them now. There are plenty of well-paid jobs in the arts. I'd love to have a child that was arty. My two are the very opposite. Quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Well done.
So we'll be asking out some more problems to
What's
the mums
the
and
feature
mums.
called? Ask the mums and mums net.
No.
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word net.
Oh, salute.
Salute.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next week with a pre-show and a very special guest. Adam from Temples is coming back, one of our favourite guests.
He was really good.
Yeah, and he's coming back on. And we know that because we'll be recording it in a minute. So don't ask me about the final because I won't have been.
When is it?
It's this coming Wednesday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Or for the purposes of this podcast, in 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's when I'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want Tottenham to win, but I'll be happy for you if they do. But that's hard for me. Anyway.
No, I'd be happy for you. You should be happy for me as a person because I'd be happy for you as a person if Arsenal.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean.
Also, what you should know is I am very, very, very self-centered, and I don't really give a shit about them.
About who? Tottenham.
Like if Tottenham lose, it's not going to change my life.
No, you are. I honestly
like if you were like live at the Apollo or Tottenham win the league, I would. Tottenham don't even know I'm alive.
Do you not wave at Jed Spence sometimes?
Sometimes, but he doesn't wave.
He doesn't wave.
And that's outside his house.
Just to say, you are someone who has, as someone who is a big football fan, genuinely, you've got like the best attitude towards football. Where it doesn't like ruin your life.
I just take it out on my girlfriend.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. See you next week, and
Love
thanks
you
for
very
your
much.
support. We love you.
Good night,
and God bless.